Welcome to the Weege Show Mud Edition. A couple fans stuck it out. Joey, good to see you again. That's Joey from the Rock River Yamaha team we talked to on Friday. Well, let's get the scene down here. What do we have left? Podium Champagne. Kid Roxon, I didn't even know if he's gonna race. And instead he comes out and gets fourth, nearly a podium. We gotta get out of the way. We got is that Grant Harlan's bike? I think that's Grant Harlan's bike.
Hey, Weege, is this a Weege Show?
This is a Weege Show right now.
Bro!
Track talkers,
what
bro.
What a night,
Track
dude.
talkers.
What was the best part of the night for you?
Well, it's always going into the crowd and getting 8-year-olds to scream on a microphone. You've done it. Oh my gosh. You've done it.
But how about Gage Linville?
On the podium. Dirt Bike Depot. Bro, Chance
Shane?
Shane?
Oh, we're popping it right now.
Yeah, popping bottles right now.
Almost there.
Come on! Yeah! The 450 Podium Champagne, a little bit tougher, I guess. Sorry. You probably did a great job staying clean the whole time. Wow. What a wild night. Yeah, the 8-year-olds, because I have to go in the stands and give out video games and tickets to fans while it was raining. Earned the paycheck tonight, but not nearly as much as these guys. Just absolute chaos.
Tonight.
Think about these fans who just sat out here getting absolutely destroyed. I mean, it rained for probably 6 straight hours today. There it is. I might as well take some of it. I mean, hey, at this point, what's the difference? Champagne, rain, that's a wild one.
Kendall, can we borrow it for a photo? Love you, brother.
GNCC pays off, brother.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, that's it.
Dude, all
I don't know why we're here in Soupy. We weren't supposed to be here, but
hey,
it pays off every once in a while.
Almost, well, yeah, I guess 20 years ago,
we were hanging out.
We were standing on the GNCC podium with me on a 65.
Yep.
Still barely using a clutch.
And here we are, winning
here.
Supercrosses. Yeah,
winning Supercrosses.
We have no business being here. Congrats, man. Enjoy that.
Thanks,
we'll
brother.
see you in a bit. Yep.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, that's Aaron Plessinger. That's a true deal. When he was 6, 7 years old, I was doing the youth podiums at GNCC. He always made a joke that he was going to sing the national anthem back then, and I did not know how he would later go on to represent all that is America in so many ways. But I would love to say that I saw this coming, like, since I knew him so early and young. I'm like, I would love to say that I knew he was this good. I did not see this level of success coming, not in Supercross, certainly in GNCC. The story I tell with Plessinger all the time is that I remember one moto, he got second to Adam Cianciarulo at Loretta's, I think in the 85 class, and I'm like, good for Aaron. He can always say he got a podium at a Loretta's moto, and he'll just go back to GNCC and win races there. Never thought it'd be like that. I don't know. Aaron went this way. You're doing all the press you need to do right here, Shane McElrath. Look, man.
I forget how to do this.
I know.
Just,
yeah, never in the 450s here. Right?
It does feel just like the 250 class.
Okay, yeah, it comes back to you.
It hasn't changed, but it's just been about 5 years.
It's like riding a bicycle. We're going this way? Going this way? Down this way.
This way.
Thank gosh for Christina Denny. You almost won, man.
Yeah, buddy.
Unbelievable.
Dude, I told Aaron I was trying to look up and see him, but the thing is, you can't look not in front of you.
Yes. No track awareness. You're just doing your thing.
You don't have to.
Guys still So I still signing autographs for the people.
I'm honestly pretty cold, so I don't want to take my shoes off.
It's an exciting scene down here. Ray's Tech brings you the Weege Show. I don't think gold valves were actually going to help in these conditions. Nothing was going to help. It was equal parts skill. I mean, look, guys that are good in the mud ended up doing well, so it's not like it's just luck. There is a skill to it. There is nothing worse as far as mud than the Southern Ohio mud that Aaron Plessinger was raised doing or riding. So that pays off, but there is some luck to it. And the 250 class, title contender. Title contender. 8 points down. Do you know this?
The entire time.
Do you even know?
What? Yeah, I was looking at it.
8 points.
It's all part of the plan, Weege. We started off slow, and at this race,
What
we
did
were
I tell you? A couple steps back, big step forward.
That is a big step
It's
forward.
all part of the plan.
Yes.
Knew it the whole time.
Yeah, he might not even race Supercross at all plan.
Yeah.
Is now the championship.
Well, we had to say that to everybody.
Oh, okay. I was watching you practice, and you were standing up a lot. You look like you knew what you were doing in the mud. Do you? Are you a mud guy?
That's what I said earlier.
Yes.
I got a tool in my toolbox. Just
I think it was maybe. I thought you said maybe.
maybe not.
Oh, okay.
Maybe not.
Do you have mud experience or good vibes, good memories of mud?
Grew up right in the mud.
You did?
Idaho, right up in the mountains. So got a little bit of that in the genes, but
Okay.
nothing. Didn't really do a lot of mud riding when I was younger, but just enough.
Okay.
Good enough.
Because what's weird to me is your guy Weimer used to say, "I'm terrible in mud. I'm from Idaho." So you're way better than him.
Different part.
Is that what it is?
It's a different part.
A different part of Idaho.
Different part of Idaho.
How much, and I'll let you go here in a sec, but how much has this changed? The vibes weren't great, it sounded like a week or so ago. What are they like now?
It's really high right now. It's really high. No, it's good to finally tick that off, you know, and I've been trying to get a podium and, you know, start out with a win is big for sure. But try not to let it be too high and just, you know, keep that good trajectory and not make it bigger than it is. You know, going to next weekend.
Come on, just enjoy it.
I know. Next week we're gonna enjoy it. We're just having fun.
Next week.
That was the biggest thing is we're having fun. So
that makes a big difference.
He's on the Hunter Lawrence program. I'm just like, I just won my first race. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, you know,
I knew I was going to.
And that's worked for Hunter, but I feel like when you've won several, then do that. But make the first one big.
it is big.
Okay.
It is big.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Show him a good time, Lars. Come on.
Yeah, I'll show him.
Yes.
He's never seen me and Jake. We're gonna take him out.
Yeah. All right. Have a good time. He's only 19 years old. Let's be
You're
careful.
forgetting my first one is at Red
As long as
Bud.
he's more than
biggest
18, we'll be
attendance at
fine.
Red Bud. I mean, like it doesn't get crazier than that.
That is a good
So,
point.
That
Yes.
one's. This was up there, but that one's set the bar pretty.
It is hard to beat Red Bud for a first pro win. Yes, exactly. Lars has done enough interviews, so we're not talking to him anymore. Yep.
And how's your voice even working anymore? You've been talking all day. Couldn't wait
Yeah.
to get back on our race day live, just sitting there, just jonesing to get back.
I'm like, come on, give me more time on the microphone.
Let's go for this.
The two of us fighting over who does more time doing interviews. Gosh. Yeah. Have you had the press conference yet, or are you waiting?
480's first.
No way.
I knew it, dude. Like, yeah, that's why I was like, are you sure?
Sheesh. All right, we'll go to the 450 press conference. I got to turn in my mic and my badge, which is my mic. Good job, Chance. Dirt Bike Depot did it.
Dirt Bike Depot did it.
Did it? Was it
Actually,
the
Gage Linville did it.
Gage Linville did it. Dirt Bike Depot's on the podium! Dirt Bike Depot! Was it, Racer X covered the team heavily yesterday? Was that the bump you needed?
Maybe
Yes.
we were just getting taken serious, and we said, you know what, we'll put it on the box this weekend. You know?
Now,
Look,
now
Mario
it's serious.
Douglas, he was Grand Marshal.
Yes.
Brought us a little bit of good vibes. No, look, honestly, he went down to the first corner with RJ.
You did, Gage?
Dead last. Dead last.
What, bro?
And went from dead last 17th, 15th, 12th, 9th. And I'm on the headset. I'm on the
You
headset.
got hit in the throat with a handlebar?
Yeah,
Right now.
Really hurts to talk.
So when you said you were speechless on the podium, you were almost literally.
No, that was literally.
You couldn't talk.
Yeah, I can't get out but a couple words.
Please tell that story in the press conference, because people probably like, what's up with this dude? He can't talk.
No, physically.
Now look, you're Georgia, right?
I am.
Do we do the rudimentary? He grew up riding mud. Did you ride mud a lot?
My dad hates mud. He said it messes up my bike. So
No way.
Yeah. He didn't
So
even-
where did this come from?
One of those 60 amateur titles was probably a mudder.
Oh, probably
One of
mudder.
them, at
Wow.
least one. Yeah.
They almost all are at some
Gage
point.
told me before the race, he goes, yeah, I might just, go out there. I kind of want to save my bike, I'm like, come on, man, what are you doing? Just send it.
That is a true story. Life of a privateer, man. We had to save the bike.
That was job one.
Shameless plug in our YouTube video that will go out after yours.
Okay.
We've been saying this all day in our video. You never know what can happen in the mud.
Yep.
We've been kind of manifesting it all day. Get through the start, stay up. He didn't do that.
He did not do that at all.
We made it work. No, literally third. We get zero money from any factory. I'm the driver, the team owner. This guy's puts in 72-hour week. I mean, I'm speechless, genuinely speechless.
Where are you riding?
This is gonna come in handy.
Do I get
Where do you
bonus?
ride?
Triumph.
Triumph track. Triumph
I
track.
train with Brownie. So.
Oh, well, that'll answer a lot of questions right there. Mike Brown. Last thing, the vibes of the New England Patriots graphics helmet. Was that part of this? Was that in the mix?
Yeah, so last year we did helmets.
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember. Last year we did helmets. I grew up a diehard Pats fan.
Yeah.
These guys don't care about the Pats at all. But last year, we invited a bunch of the players out. Gage was with us last year.
Yeah.
And it was just really cool. We had like 4 or 5 players out. This year we did the same thing, but instead of helmets, we did graphics and gear. I think, not being biased, I think it's probably why we podium. Patriots are 6-time Super Bowl winners.
Yep.
Now Gage is a 1-time podium guy. Same level.
You're not an Atlanta Falcons fan, are you? That would be good, because this would not gel at all here. Yeah, he wouldn't be. How did you get players to buy in on this?
Power social media.
No way.
Yeah.
You just like DM people?
So I can't keep my
No,
secret.
you gotta say.
Yeah, I can't keep my secret. Last year we reached out to a bunch of players.
Yeah.
Through social media.
Yep.
And when you shoot a lot of spitballs, some of them stick.
Okay.
And we just happened to reach out, or just happened to bring out a bunch of really cool players. They loved the guys. The guys loved them. Logan Leitzel was with us last year. He's not with us this year. He went out to dinner with one of the players last night. That's how close these guys got. Yeah. So we had 7 guys out today. We got them a suite. Pop was, or Demario Douglas was Grand Marshal.
Yep.
We make them jerseys with their names on the back. Literally, we go all out just because a small program like us, if we do these things, it kind of takes us to the next level. And
oh yeah, and the fact that the players didn't just blow you off, like they're into it.
Yeah, they're into it.
That's pretty cool.
And these guys are into it too. Like it's the NFL. These guys are making millions. They're all superstars. But like to them, this guy's a freaking superstar too. Excuse my language.
I already have to do some bleeping earlier, so we'll do some bleeping.
Yeah.
Well, they're just like the guys on the podium.
Yeah.
They're like, this guy's good.
Yeah. And we told them too all day. We said if we're gonna podium, if we're gonna win a race, it's probably this weekend. And it happens.
It happens.
We did win a race though too.
Yeah, and
we won the LCQ.
LCQ. Okay. All right. The Patriots players are stoked. Well
We're
done.
actually bringing them to Philly, Pittsburgh, New York, Salt Lake.
He's lying.
Oh, I was like,
In the
you're
press
that
box,
tight.
they were going crazy. They were going crazy in the press box. So
They really were.
yeah, it was cool. It was fun.
Unbelievable.
Put them on headsets too, Weege.
They give them the full experience.
Yeah,
That's
I
what
gave
we
my
do.
Oh my God, they might come to Philly. You guys have to back this up. You're gonna have to do it again. Good job, Gage Linville. Unfortunately, he can't talk. That is even more unbelievable, which I can't even believe it's more unbelievable because it was already unbelievable. That Gage Linville finished 3rd. And shout out to, not getting mentioned, Cullen Park, which would be the upset of upsets, finishing 2nd if it wasn't for Gage Linville finishing 3rd. And Cullen Park, who's actually been underrated solid this year. Cullen Park didn't even race Supercross last year. He dislocated his wrist in like one of the first practices at round 1. He's been so consistent. He's actually only 15 points back in what is now an all-time wild 250 Supercross championship in the East. I believe it's tied between Hamaker and Vial. Hampshire's, I think, 3 points down, and Chance Hymas, just the way they drew it up, is only down 8. It's absolutely nuts. I got to hand in my equipment here, and we'll be right back. Again, thanks to Race Tech for backing us. Oh, look at this. Good job, man. Thank you. Look at this, the bike wash. Sorry, Robert Kraft, about what we did to your building here. Tristan Lane cleaning the boots. Hey, is that the bike that we saw in the skid steer earlier? If that was Grant Harlan's bike then, it looks a whole lot better now. Wow, this is flat nasty here.
Yeah,
This is the winning machine right here. You got it done.
Yes, sir.
High Des life. High Des, right?
Well, Chance is from Idaho.
No, you're High Des.
Oh, no. I'm not high. Kinda, yeah.
I thought you were like a keeper guy.
I ride off-road, so yeah, High Des.
Oh, that, okay.
I just don't live there. I gotta drive far to get there.
Oh, okay. You never did live there.
I never did.
Okay, so it's just California life. California life. Yeah. Well, it all paid off. All that experience you have.
Yeah.
Were you a little nervous toward the end?
Not really.
Really?
No, he was so smooth.
Yeah, it's true.
Like, he just kept clicking off the laps.
I told him, I even saw him practice. I'm like, dude, he stood up all the way around. I'm like, wait, he's really good at this.
He grew up riding like snow and mud and all that crap.
Yeah.
So, I mean, just another day in the park for him.
That's it. Got another win.
Ended up good, yeah.
Awesome.
My first Supercross podium, and we're on the top.
Yeah, that's a wild way to do it.
Yeah.
But he did tell me, he said, honestly, Red Bud might have been even cooler.
Red Bud was awesome.
Yeah.
I'll never forget that.
Yeah.
That's a highlight for life.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Now the hard work begins.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Good luck.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, rebuild that thing. That's the Chance Hymas mechanic, by the way. Tommy and Kiefer guy. FOK, friend of Kiefer, who isn't though. Anyway, maybe it was the bump. Getting Chance Hymas on the Weege Show yesterday. The Weege Show bump. I'll be looking for solicitation from riders to be in future episodes on Friday. If you're Chase Sexton right now, maybe you want to make a proposal. I mean, at one point I thought Sexton could even win. He got to second. He was riding very well. He looked awesome in the mud, and I just have no clue what happened there at the end. Cooper Webb walked up to the podium. I happened to be standing there, and I was like, dude, what happened on the last lap? And he's like, I have no idea. Webb told me, he's like, I said, I know you usually pull stuff out in the last lap, but that was ridiculous. And he goes, that was just luck, man. He said it was just luck and jumping some jumps. He did jump the finish line and what was a triple originally after the finish line. He jumped it, but then there was another rhythm lane where he's going about 2 miles an hour to the point where I thought he had bike problems. I'm like, is this clutch going? But he said he was just terrible through there. Yeah, and he was just terrible through that section. I said, what happened in the last lap? He said, I saw number 4 and I just went for it. And I had no idea what position we were battling for. I just knew I had to get him. And somehow the Cooper Webb magic even works in the mud. This is getting out of hand. And speaking of getting out of hand, a couple people are talking about the weather forecast for Philadelphia on Saturday. It already shows rain all week and rain on Saturday. You know me, I do not predict mud races a whole week in advance, let alone a day in advance. But I think we knew we were gonna get it on this one. I wasn't fighting the odds this time at Gillette Stadium. But I'm definitely not assuming a mudder in Philadelphia. But at this point, if you're Sexton, you might have to hope for that. You got to get these points back, and it's going to be tough in a dry race because now it's 15 points with the 5 races to go. And if anyone wants to do the 5 wins versus 5 seconds for Webb, that would get him 15 points back. Let's not even do that math because there's no chance that that's actually the way the races are going to play out. It doesn't play out. It did one time in 2003, and as I always say, if you have one season where it played out that way versus like 53 where it didn't, it's unlikely. Bonus coverage. Bonus coverage. Right here is the Monster Energy Kawasaki rig. Saw Rango, who is the mechanic for Jason Anderson yesterday, and I said, boy, I can't believe you're at this race. You're in a bad spot. Cowie PR has basically explained nothing about what has happened to Jason Anderson, and now you're gonna probably have to answer 50 questions during the weekend, of which you're probably not prepared to answer. He didn't have any info for me. I did get some confirmation that there is something wrong with Anderson himself. There was the family emergency problem last week. I think that was something real. I was told that was not as serious as you might think it is. You hear family emergency enough for a rider to not race, and then you're afraid someone's in the hospital or something really serious is happening. I heard that's not the case. It's okay. It's a problem that Anderson has himself. It's either separate from that. Well, definitely separate from that. I'm not saying there wasn't family drama, but the big problem now is a problem with Jason, but Cowie PR can't answer that, and neither can Rango, and we don't know what the situation is there. More bike wash here at the Yamaha crew. Yeah, gang. Yeah. Nah, no booth. I want to be out there with the people tonight. Yeah. Anyway, maybe we'll find out more about Anderson. Maybe. Cowie said he's back for pro motocross. Maybe we'll get some answers there. But strangely, no answers at all. And I really tried. I really tried to be a journalist. Cowie's not telling anyone anything, which is a shame, because when you get little information, then people start speculating, which is even worse. So I just want to tell you that I tried. In the meantime, since the rig was already scheduled to be here, they put the SMX Next riders under the rig. I said they must have had the greatest service that any amateur rider has ever had. I mean, they had Kranz here, they had Rango, they had the full 450 guys here. Not the full, but pretty much the whole team to help them. All right, just want to give that update on Anderson, and hopefully it's not anything serious for him, because it is his personal health, whatever that is.